Hello everyone. Today's video is going to be all about rose quartz. I've decided to come up with a series where once a week I would inform you all about the various gemstones that I use, and so that you can have a fun little lesson about what it is that you're possibly wearing right now. I feel as though it is important for us to not only admire these minerals, but to also understand them down to a science, literally. And with that being said, here is the introduction into rose quartz. So rose quartz gets its name from its delicate pink color, which can range from very light, meaning almost white, to medium dark pink. And rose quartz owes its pink color to microscopic inclusions of aligned silicate mineral fibers. These fibers are very similar, but not identical to dumortierite. These fibers likely crystallize out as the gem host cooled and then aligned accordingly with the crystal directions of the quartz. Because rose quartz is quartz, it is silicon dioxide. Its crystal system is trigonal. Its Mohs scale hardness is 7. So now let's get into the Mohs scale. Again, like how I said in my last video, the Mohs scale is ranked from 1 to 10, softest to hardness, right? Talc is ranked number 1. Talc is what they make baby powder out of. Think about just how soft baby powder is. And diamonds are ranked number 10. Not only are diamonds jewelry, but diamonds are also industrial tools. When you look at the Mohs scale, quartz is able to scratch glass, but you can also see where topaz can scratch quartz. Corundum, which is rubies and sapphires, can scratch topaz because they rank higher. Rose quartz does not have a cleavage. Cleavage is the way some materials break along certain lines of weakness in their structure. Rose quartz's specific gravity is 2.66. Rose quartz's color is stable to about 500 degrees Celsius, which is 932 degrees Fahrenheit. Its birefringence is 0.009. Birefringence is a measure of a gem's double refraction. It serves as one of the principal ways gemologists can identify gems. Now let's talk about rose quartz's refractive index, which is 1.54 to 1.55. So a refractive index is the difference between the speed of light in a vacuum and the speed of light in a gemstone. Refraction is the bending of light as it passes in or out a gem. The speed of light is the speed at which light waves propagate through different materials. The value for the speed of light in a vacuum is defined as exactly 299,792,458 meters per second. And a vacuum is a space entirely devoid of matter. As light passes through a gemstone, it slows down because a gemstone is denser than air, which causes the path of light to change. Rose quartz's specific gravity and refractive index range can help distinguish it from pink varieties of sapphire, spinel, tourmaline, topaz, and kunzite. So here's my refractive index analogy. Imagine that you're outside on a sunny day. There are no clouds in sight, and you are not wearing any sunglasses. Because you're not wearing sunglasses, you're forced to squint your eyes to prevent the sun's UV rays getting into your eyes. You know that if you were to keep your eyes wide open, you'll then be vulnerable to losing your eyesight. Now let's imagine that you're outside wearing your sunglasses. Because you are wearing sunglasses, the sun's UV rays cannot penetrate through the lens and blind you, like how it could when you were not wearing your sunglasses. The lens is the threshold to the light getting into your eyes. Because you are now wearing sunglasses outside on this sunny day with an open sky, your glasses are now acting like a gemstone's refraction index. So because a gemstone is a solid mineral, it will disrupt the light from being able to travel through it. The open sky will act as the vacuum. which is allowing the light to go through freely. And your sunglasses acts as the gemstone, which is acting like a stop sign, which is preventing the light from traveling as far as it could if it wasn't there. Rose quartz has a vitreous luster. A vitreous luster is how a mineral reflects light, resembling glass. This describes a bright, smooth reflection of light that makes a mineral surface look polished or like broken window glass. It is common in translucent minerals such as quartz, calcite, and fluorite. Rose quartz is dichroic, reflecting a preferential orientation of the included fibers. Dichroic means to show different colors when viewed from different directions, or having different absorption coefficients for light polarized in different directions. Now let's get into the inclusions. So rose quartz's inclusions often has fractures, liquid, and two-phase inclusions. It's also known to have a cloudy appearance. An inclusion is mineral crystals or cavities filled with fluid and or gas that occur in a host gemstone. Many gemstones contain microscopic inclusions that can reveal much about the host material. Inclusions are important for determining the natural, synthetic, or treated character of a gem, and for establishing the likely geographic origin of a valuable colored stone. Inclusions in rose quartz can turn all or part of the gem blue when light strikes the proper angle. This rare effect is known as the Tyndall scattering, and it appears relatively frequently with the Madagascar variation. So the inclusion can cause certain distinctive and desirable optical phenomena, such as asterism and chatoyancy, as well as some of the features used in clarity grading. So an asterism is the starstone effect. It rarely occurs in quartz, but it is striking in rose quartz when it is properly cut. This is caused by the microscopic inclusions of rutile needles. Chatoyancy is the stone's cat's eye effect. Some cabochons might display the cat's eye effect. And if you know French, chat is the word for cat, just to break down the word chatoyancy. So a great example of a gemstone with chatoyancy is tiger's eye, which is literally named after a wild cat. So tiger's eye, when it is shown in light at different angles, it can show off its natural glossy effect, much like how cat's eyes nail polish can show off the nail polish's magnetic effect when shown at different angles. Rose quartz is always found in massive form, and this causes it to lack regular flat crystal faces. It's typically found in cores of pegmatites and also occurs in hydrothermal veins. Smaller rose quartz specimens with good color tend to be rare. Now I'm going to get into some general facts about quartz. So it is believed to form at high temperatures. It is found in granite and sandstone. Most sand and gravel contain quartz. It is supposed to be colorless and clear, but it can be found in almost any color of the rainbow, as well as milky white and black. Only the surface of quartz is colored. If you scrape off the outside layer by performing a streak test, the true color will be revealed beneath the surface, which is white. Quartz breaks down with a smooth, rounded surface like a seashell. Okay, now I'm going to get into the different types of rose quartz. So I'm going to start off with pink quartz, which is also known as euhedral quartz. So this one is rarer and more vibrant and crystalline. It is transparent to translucent with a bright clear pink sparkle. It is colored by aluminum or phosphate inclusions. It forms well-defined prismatic crystals that are subparallel. Euhedral rose quartz shouldn't be worn daily. It must be stored in darkness, away from the sunlight or other UV sources to preserve its color. Now I'm going to get into strawberry quartz. Strawberry quartz is a variety of microcrystalline quartz containing specific mineral inclusions. Its red color and strawberry look are caused by internal inclusions of hematite, lepidocrosite, or goethite. Naturally occurring strawberry quartz is rare. High quality deposits were discovered in Kazakhstan and Brazil. The last type of quartz I'm going to get into is lavender quartz. A variety of rose quartz would contain high concentrations of titanium and manganese. High quality lavender quartz often exhibits a slight blue or milky glow when light hits it. The vast majority of authentic lavender quartz is mined from a single location in Brazil at the Boqueira mine. While they both look similar, there's a difference between lavender quartz and amethyst. For starters, amethyst is a clear mineral with a strikingly deep purple color that is caused by iron. Lavender quartz is an opaque pastel mineral with a pinkish lavender color that is caused by titanium and manganese. Okay, so now let's get into the specific gem localities. The finest quality of rough rose quartz would typically come from Brazil, India, Madagascar, and Sri Lanka. So the first place that I want to touch on is Brazil. This is the leading producer of rose quartz. It is prized for its vibrant pink hues and excellent clarity and high quality deposits. And in Brazil, because they have such a large abundance of rose quartz, they can actually keep the global market steady. Now let's talk about Madagascar. So Madagascar has stones with unique pink shades and an occasional asterism. In the 1980s, transparent material was discovered in Madagascar. This is when rose quartz entered the jewelry stone market. The deposits from Madagascar are celebrated for their purity and are a popular choice for both jewelry and ornamental carvings. The third place I want to touch on is India. So, India produces rose quartz primarily in the states of Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. It is used for both traditional and contemporary jewelry designs. This region is known to produce rose quartz with a warm pink tone. The fourth place that I want to dive into is Namibia in South Africa. The Orongo Mountains offer high quality quartz with rich coloration. Its rose quartz is favored for its vibrant hues and occasional rare formations. The world's largest quartz cluster was discovered in 1985 at the bottom of a 45-meter deep cave, which is 147.6 feet, that weighed 14,100 kilograms, which is 31,085.1 pounds. Now I want to talk about its Bella Rosa mine. So this mine is known for its deposits to have an intense saturation. So the rose quartz will have a deeper cotton candy hue. Rose quartz, tourmaline, and smoky quartz are officially classified as the most important semi-precious stones for this country's small mining factor. So other foreign countries where rose quartz is found are Canada, Australia, Afghanistan, China, Germany, etc. You can find rose quartz in pretty much every country. So in the United States, rose quartz can be found in 19 of the 50 states. These states include Maine, New York, Arizona, California, Alabama, Colorado, Connecticut, Georgia, Massachusetts, Montana, Nevada, New Hampshire, North Carolina, Texas, Virginia, Washington, Wisconsin, Wyoming, and South Dakota at the Black Elk Peak, formerly known as Harney Peak. So in South Dakota, rose quartz is found at the Black Hills, and it is the state's mineral. An estimated 24,000 pegmatite intrusions are in the Black Hills region. The pegmatites formed during the Precambrian and are about 1.7 million years old. Rose quartz have a softer pink color in South Dakota, and it is mainly used for cabochons, beads, and decor. So now I'm going to discuss a consumer warning. Rose quartz can be sold under misleading names like American Ruby or Bohemian Ruby. Now let's get into the history and symbolism. So rose quartz beads date back to 7000 BC, and they have been found in Mesopotamia, which is Iraq. The Romans used rose quartz as a seal to signify ownership, and the Egyptians believed the stone could prevent aging. Rose quartz has been known to be crafted by the Assyrians around 800 to 600 BC. Assyrians, along with the Romans, have been the first to use rose quartz. Ancient Egyptians held rose quartz in high regard, mainly for its beautifying properties. They would use it to carve out facial masks to retain youth. Ancient Roman, Egyptian, and Greek civilizations used rose quartz as talismans or amulets. A talisman is an object, typically an inscribed ring or stone, that is thought to have magic powers and to bring good luck. A great example of a talisman would be the Eye of Horus in ancient Egypt. Another great example of a talisman would be the Hand of Fatima, also known as the Hamza hand. It is used to protect against the evil eye, which symbolizes malicious glares or jealousy. An amulet is an ornament or small piece of jewelry thought to give protection against evil, danger, or disease. As an amulet, the Eye of Horus is used as protection. As a talisman, it's used to transmit power and healing. Last but not least, I'm going to get into the uses of rose quartz. So rose quartz can be used for skincare routines, jewelry, decoration, or meditation. When it comes to adding rose quartz to your skincare routine, it is believed that it can help preserve youthful beauty. Using a facial roller or a gua sha tool is said to help prevent or reduce the signs of wrinkles and to obtain a youthful complexion. People also use rose quartz while meditating. You can meditate with rose quartz by placing it near you while you practice meditation. At no point should you ever insert rose quartz into any part of your body. It should be used externally, not internally. And although people seem to feel as though rose quartz helped them with their anti-aging beauty routine, finding love or self-love, these claims are anecdotal, and alleged benefits are placebo effects. So none of these claims have been scientifically proven. And last but not least, I want to give you the care instructions for your rose quartz. So when you want to clean them, do not use mechanical systems. You want to use warm water with a soft brush and some mild soap. Also, if you're interested, you can go over to my website. That is www.confectionarygems.com. Over there, you will be able to see all of my collections. Each collection has been designed, assembled, and assorted by me. It is an independent, handcrafted jewelry store. Majority of my pieces have a tarnish-resistant coating on them to ensure that you'll be able to enjoy them for a long time. So that concludes the video. I hope you all have a really good week, and that will bring this video to a wrap. Thank you for watching.